I will join the call, and then I will pop on over to where the Darkness 3 resides, and we'll start giving some examples, I think. Let me just load up my notes. I have, I think, 5 different documents. It's loading. I'm hoping it would load faster than that, so I could just say the number. Like 5 different documents for the Darkness 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different documents for the Darkness 3, which all contains some of the summon commands, some of the placements where blocks will be placed, where things need to be, the data tags that I tag mobs and things with, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. It's a big operation, and there's a lot that goes into it. And I'm actually going to show you how it works and how you would be able to do something similar. I'm not going to give the commands, but if you learn the commands, which is easy enough to do, there's lots of documentation in YouTube videos. With the knowledge that I'm going to show you guys today, you'll be able to create something like this on your own. And I'm going to preface this by saying, I like people to learn this stuff, be able to do this stuff, come up with stuff that even I didn't think of and do even better. But if you see anybody else doing this and it looks very familiar, you know where they got it from, okay? I want people to learn this stuff and do this stuff, but just know if somebody goes out of their way and says, "Hey, look at what we did. We're amazing." You know where they got it from. not Beijing's. I love the double negative. That's pretty genius. Not Beijing. Welcome to the stream, Beijing's. Glad to have you. We're going to pop into the Patreon Discord. It is the Discord server for Patreon supporters. People who support the server at the $10 a month level or more get access to the Discord. But keep in mind, by law, you have to be 13 or older to be in Discord. So for those parents out there, I get a lot of parents who get Patreon and they pay the $10 and then they try to get their children in, and their children are younger than 13, and then they get mad because I say no. It's law. So just so you know. All right. Popping in now. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Everybody's
Hello.
muted.
Hello.
Feel free to unmute and say hi if you haven't. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm not going to count, but we have a good number of people. Probably get some more in here too. Oh, there we go. Some people coming in. Ellie, I don't know if you are done talking to your dad or not, but you should be on the Discord. You can pop in whenever you are ready. I see Tyler is in here. Tyler's in big trouble. He's grounded now.
What? Totally grounded now.
Oh, yes. I think. So Patreon, like, their bot has been like sleeping for like years, and they just woke it up, and it literally went through and removed everybody's access, whether I gave them access or not.
I see we're having technical difficulty today, Ed.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
There he is.
Hey, Ellie.
Hello. How you guys doing?
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Ellie.
I'm not doing good. How are you?
I can tell. You're doing hot though.
Oh,
and that's
man.
what matters.
It's still in the back of my throat. It's still there.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna remute now.
You
I
survived.
saw you crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Something for you.
Oh, yeah.
Very emotional, Chip.
I'm telling
Tyler's
you,
my favorite person now.
my eyes were watering, my nose was watering. I'm pretty sure my ears were watering at some point. Like, it was just, oh my god.
And you had big hiccups.
Yes. When you eat super spicy stuff, the hiccups just. Ugh.
I heard you
Yeah.
made the one chip challenge.
Yep. Yeah, I did. I did the one. I can say I did it. I'm one of the people who did it.
I got you milk. Look. Milk.
Thanks.
Milk.
Thank you. Okay. So, let's get ourselves back in order here. We still have 50 viewers. We have 161 subscribers, which is crazy. Shall we go on a field trip?
Yes.
Yes. I like
Can we
field
take our
trips.
favorite
Sure.
rocket ship?
Yeah.
Yep.
Zooming
Going
through
on
the
a trip.
sky.
Okay. Let me just RG info flag arena southeast. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna be clearing my throat for the next little while. Sorry for everybody who has to hear it.
Don't worry about it.
All right, entry is set to allow. So we're going
Mm.
to come through here, and you guys should be able to see a hole in the wall in the arena now.
There's a little hole.
Yep.
It
I'm
looks-
not doing anything.
I have found
What's happening here?
You should be able to go straight on through, and this is where another arena used to be.
I'm going in the temple.
It's a little bit dark on the floor. I'm not really sure what to do about that, but hopefully you guys can see. For my viewers, I'm going to put this Dragon Slayer head on, and now we can see in the light.
Kind of feels like we're underneath the last arena.
How do I get to you? Because 2 people kidnapped me here.
Come to my little house.
Aha, thank you.
Claim this
You're
house
welcome.
now.
All right, so in this arena is where the Darkness 3 will live. As you can see, I kind of have it sectioned off by different corners. Don't ignore this is a wall I was testing. There are 3 different corners that I'm using right now that represent 3 different sections for what the Darkness is going to do. The Darkness I showed you 2.0 has one big long timer. So what happens with that is every time it hits the next part in the timer, it spawns the next mob, the next boss. It changes the arena. It does whatever, right? This Darkness 3.0 has separate timers for each section. So it will start a timer, and then when it says it's time for the Skeleton King, that timer stops and starts a whole new timer for the Skeleton King. What this means is that the next section doesn't begin until that section is done. When the Skeleton King dies, it triggers the original timer, and it goes and does its next little bit, and then triggers the next boss that will come along. In this way, this fight is going to be bigger and crazier than any other fight, but it's also going to be less laggy because we're not going to have as many mobs on the floor
Super.
at any one time because each section will be sectioned off. All right. Happy World Autism Day. Let's celebrate the best of what the community has to offer. Absolutely. Thank you, the Alligator, for cheering some
Am I
bits.
saying that correctly?
Sorry, what?
The warden has its own section now.
Yes, they're all going to have their own section. So come to the back corner over here. If you guys can see me, follow the back
Super
corner on the left.
Warden.
Super.
Yeah, Super Warden right here.
Yep.
Super
There's a
Warden.
Super Warden. There's a Skeleton King. As you can see, it's not done. Each section is going to have its own thing.
Super Warden?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I'm going to let you guys fight it too today.
Oh, do we really have to do that?
So,
Yes.
so you see
I
these
don't blame you.
see these command blocks with the signs and the lamps over here by me? When the Darkness 3.0 begins, it's going to trigger each of these command blocks over here. And as these trigger, look at what happens next to here, next to the command blocks. See these armor stands? They have a very special flag that
I can
makes
fight
them
these.
yeah, they're not very strong. They each have their own special flag that separates them from every other armor stand on the server. But it also makes them all exactly the same as each other. And what this does allows me to randomize the darkness fight. So the darkness fight you guys all just did is the exact same order every single time. The Skeleton King, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And you guys have gotten pretty good at figuring out the pattern. You know what's coming next. You know where to be when the next boss shows up. Well, I'm here to tell you that ends with the Darkness 3.0. Watch this. You ready? This one is going to decide which boss comes next. And it is the Pumpkin King is the first boss. It finds one of these armor stands randomly and puts the redstone block next to it and gets rid of the armor stand, which means it won't be triggered again. And then when that sequence is done, it triggers again. The next boss is the Witch Queen. And it will do that for every single boss throughout the fight until the entire thing is done. And it will be in a separate order every single time.
I am so excited. I am so excited.
It's going to be an entirely new experience.
But does that mean you can no longer study the attack patterns of everything?
Uh-huh. That's right.
Oh,
You're not
10 times harder.
even the admins who start this won't even know what's coming up next.
Haha. Your little plans and shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. But there's more. Let's show you the next bit of randomization. Oh, wait, before we do that though, as you can see, like each section, there's a Skeleton King and the Super Warden over here. All the rest of them will be here. They're all going to have their own little sequence of timers, and they're all going to do different things. But the mobs that they spawn, the actual like chicken jockeys and blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff is over in the other corner, over down here. Down here is where it spawns all the different mobs and summons the lightning and does all the actions. But it also, if you notice, some of these has an entire arenas. So it will change the floor based on whichever mob is coming. It will change the roof, the walls. It'll set up an entire arena and does all that sort of stuff from the other corner. So that other corner sends stuff over here. All this stuff is modular. What that means is that for some of these mobs, like say the Witch Clouds, the Axolotl, the Polar Snipers, all these guys over here can be summoned multiple times by multiple bosses because there's just one set of command blocks to trigger. So the Darkness 3.0, unlike the Darkness 2, is modular, which means I can use and reuse and do stuff not only multiple times, but at random times. So things are about to get a whole lot more crazy. So would you guys like to see what some of those arenas look like?
Sure.
Yes, yes, yes.
Are we doing the
Yes,
Darkness Fight
please.
3.0? Won't be available until June 23rd. I still have a lot more to do.
Yeah.
As you saw, I only have 2 of the bosses. The bosses, the Skeleton King and the Super Warden, the reason those are not done yet and are being done closer to last is because those things literally are just timers. They just decide in what sequence things happen in, and everything, it triggers all this other stuff. So all this other stuff has to be done first. So let's go back to the main arena.
AF, can you let me know when you're gonna do the warden?
Yeah. I know. Okay, I'm gonna take this head back off so that we're not like total brightness. Is everybody over here yet? So you know how the Darkness 2.0 changes the floor and the walls, and sometimes even puts a little roof over your head. Am I okay? I'm okay. Oops. Chantel Piggy. You know how it changes every once in a while? It'll just change the floor to brick or something like that. Well, we're going to do a little bit more this time. So, because I'm doing this manually, I have to put in the coordinates myself. But we do this, and now we're in a desert arena. Complete with the temple that you saw in the other room. So now you'll be fighting mobs in a desert biome. And then when you finish this and you killed the boss, the arena goes back to normal. But let's say the next section is the Zombie King.
I can see why you wanted us to disable it because it goes from like really dark to like really bright.
Oh, could not set the block. Why could I not set the block? Yeah, it some of it's brighter, some of it's darker. Hold on, I just gotta go back and see why that's not setting. Oh, I got the wrong coordinate? Here.
A pillager outpost.
It has the loot too.
It has the loot, it spawns the allays in the cage.
I know it has the loot because I have 2 bottles of enchanting now.
I'll
And
be right
then-
back.
And then, you guys are ready for the best part? Watch. So, those of you who remember where that was, next time when you know that boss is coming and you go to the outpost, guess what?
It's
in a different-
randomized.
It's a different spot. It's randomized.
Oh,
Nice.
everything's randomized now.
Yep. So now it's gone, and we put it back again, and guess what? So not only will this happen at a random time during the fight, but the builds will happen in random places. And it's gone. And then when the Witch Queen comes, guess what?
Freeze.
Yeah, and a witch hut. It's in the back corner.
Wait,
There's another witch in it.
where?
You
Oh,
squishy mud.
There's a witch in it.
Yep.
the
It has a witch and a cat.
Oh.
And just like the other one, the next time you come to do this fight, guess what?
Wait, where'd it go?
Oh, the witch hut went back to the same
it's still
spot.
over there.
Yeah,
Hut's
witch-
in the same place, but the trees are different.
the trees are different though. Yep. Here, let's see if we can get the witch hut to move. It's random, so it might go in the same spot sometimes. Oh, there. Now it's over in the middle.
It's so funny watching everyone go from over there to over there to over there.
My LA friends, the people are killing them. No.
Yep.
People walking.
When the Skeleton King comes,
I got a little rib cage.
and again, totally random. Watch. The next time, different spots.
Another little web cage.
This is really fun.
Aw.
Check out this one. This one spawns the fungus in different places, but it also summons an actual blaze spawner. And that will be in a random spot.
It's
Does
gonna
it-
be awesome, dude.
Does it only go in the corners? No, it's random. So like I said, I don't even have any control over it. So I can change the arena 5 times and I can put it in the same spot 5 times and I'll be like mad because it's supposed to be random in other spots. But I have no control over it. So even I won't know where these things go. So we'll put this back. We'll show you 2 more. We'll show you this one. This one's fun. Look.
Oh, it has ocean ruins.
Yep. Which
Okay.
are, again, totally random, and they spawn mobs and loot in the chests.
I turned around, there's like 8 other ones.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the Ocean Prince one, right? I
Yep.
mean, it looks like it.
Yep. Where's the buried treasure? There's no buried treasure. This is a super flat world, so there's no beaches, no nothing. The maps are useless. But the rest of the loot is kind of good. And then
Yeah.
when we're done that fight, poof. Now the last
gone.
one is the one Sweet Spice is going to be concerned about. Sweet Spice,
I'm going over here.
I can put you in
Come with me,
creative
sweet.
so you don't die.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
And I fly up here.
I want you to still participate, but here.
Make sure you
Oh, I
have your night
forgot.
vision turned off.
There's a floor. Wait, can you take off the floor? Never mind.
Nope.
I'll TP to Soulfire.
So I'm giving Sweet
Shadow
Spice
Cat.
creative mode just for this because Sweet Spice does not like wardens, much less
I do
super
not
wardens.
like that warden. Gives me the higgamajiggies.
I have to. I've got to be honest. I don't like them either.
Yeah.
Except when I'm creative mode and spawning 100 of them.
Now this super warden has a very special trick that it does. You guys ready? Look at all the glowing purple in here.
No, I'm not ready.
At least everybody's wearing armor.
Yep.
You're gonna need it.
Look at the boss bar. Look at all the people pummeling it, and look at the boss bar. Has anybody figured out what's unique about this warden besides its health?
It doesn't do as much damage.
Yeah, it does the same amount of damage.
Its
No.
trail when it walks over stuff turned into skulk.
Yep. Not only that, but if you notice he's lit up, it's because everywhere he goes, it puts a light under him, and he skulk trails behind him. So in this dark room, you'll always be able to see where he is because he literally lights up.
I'm gonna go over here. No, I can't see him. The darkness.
Well, yeah, you go too far away, so you just start to lose render distance. But for the most part, like, you'll always be able to see this light.
That definitely has more HP than the ocean prince.
Yep. There will be more to this guy as time goes on. He will be available in the fight on June 23rd. But for right now, this gives you a good idea of just how difficult he will be to kill.
Yeah, right?
Oh my gosh, it's taking forever.
Will he give you 10,000 levels experience when you kill him?
We shall see. I am not giving away all my secrets.
Might be a bit overpowered.
But yeah, as you can see, like, it took me like weeks. It seems like such a simple thing, but it took me weeks to figure out the command block logic to get him to have a light under him and spawn skulk everywhere he goes.
That's so cool, though.
He's following me.
I'm gonna run. Talk soon.
It follows you? Oh, that means I can leave and be safe.
Yep.
It's your problem now.
That's right.
Dude, this looks awesome with everyone just shining and glowing.
It is. And he's almost dead.
And down he goes.
And then when he dies, the arena goes back to normal.
That's awesome.
Any drop from it, just the catalyst like normal. But again, that's going to change. You'll see in June.
He's gonna drop cookies.
Oh, that would be amazing. He would at least be worth fighting then.
Skull cookies, that'd be good.
Yes, skull cookies.
For anybody who would like to see a little bit more on the technicalities of how some of this arena stuff is done, you can follow back into the other room with me. And in the other corner where that desert temple is.
Someone in chat said he will drop milk for you.
I could use it.
That was funny.
So over in this corner over here, it actually says on the signs, you can see there's a lot more armor stands. Again, each set of armor stands has its own special tag. You can summon entities, which includes armor stands, with a tag. And so all the ones in each set has the exact same tag. And then when you decide to spawn a block, a redstone block in this case, you can actually have it spawn next to an armor stand with that tag, limit of 1, order by random. And so it will put the redstone block next to 1 armor stand at random. And this is how I randomize all the things that we have going on in here. So if you guys know command block stuff, if you guys work with command blocks at all, you want to make something really cool for your server or your game or whatever you're doing, and you want to randomize stuff, I have discovered this is the best way to do it, is with armor stands that have a tag. There's a house block, a structure block. Yeah, that structure block is what copies this temple over. So this temple gets copied over to the arena using this structure block.
Hey, these command block make for a great parkour map as well.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they're great for bouncing around. I could when I started working on the Darkness 3, there was no such thing as the place command. The place command is what changes a lot of this for me. I'm able to place pillager outposts, place witch huts, place those trees. I can place all that stuff with a place command. I could place a desert temple as well. The problem is, as I've discovered, as I said, this is a super flat world. So if you're standing on the ground, you're literally standing at like Y4. The desert temple, which people don't tell you about, that thingy underneath where the chests are, where the TNT and everything is, that stuff is part of it. So if I try to place a desert temple, it ends up going like 30 blocks down, which will kill you because you'll be in the void. So instead of placing it, I just put this one here, and then we just copied over the structure block.
Smart. Good workaround, yeah.
Yeah, it works. So there's more to all of this, and there's going to be more added too. I've still got a couple months left of work to do on it, but that's the gist of it. You're gonna have a random darkness fight with random ordered bosses in random sequence. Each sequence is gonna have its own separate timer. So if you kill the Skeleton King in 2 minutes, the next one will come. But if it takes you 20 minutes, then that's how long it takes you, and then nothing else will spawn until you're done that section. And then with each section, with each boss, will come its own special arena, and the arenas will be randomized too. So what do you guys think?
I think it's fantastic.
Very good.
Yay.
It's gonna be
Looks
super
like it's
fun.
gonna be awesome.
Super excited for it.
That's cool.
I like it.
One
How
of
are you gonna
the
make cookies?
yeah,
Cookies.
I don't know if I'd want to eat skull cookies, to be honest.
You don't want to have danger
Well,
cookies?
just give them
Danger
to me
cookies.
then, please. Thank you.
Yeah, happily.
Like quiet cookies.
One of the things that we have, we admins have discovered about the Darkness and the Darkness 2.0 is that the predictability. So the whole point of it was that by attaching it to a fox, made it random, because a fox goes wherever it wants to go and it spawns stuff around it. So who knows where it's going to go? It's different every time. But being in sequential order kind of made it somewhat predictable. You can guess where those lava streams are going to be. You can guess where and when each boss is going to be, right? It'll kind of go into the center and it'll spawn the next boss. And if that's the head you're missing, then you go get in a position and you try to hound it for yourself. And it's understandable, but it's also something we're trying to avoid. And the Darkness 3 is going to make all of that a whole lot more difficult and make it a little bit more fair for everyone, because the boss might spawn on you and a building might spawn right next to you, and you just don't know, because you could be anywhere and it'll happen anywhere. So yeah. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited for it to be done. But I wanted to show you all.